But also, I miss this. You know that new Google Chromecast with Google TV that got pride of place in yesterday's Google announcements? Yeah, well, it turns out that device will not support Stadia, Google's game streaming service, at launch, and in fact won't support Stadia until sometime in the first half of 2021, maybe. It also won't support Apple TV Plus either, but it's the Stadia support, or lack thereof, that is really, really raising eyebrows. Here's The Verge's stab at an explanation, quote, "Right now, Stadia is supported on the current Chromecast Ultra, which is based on Google's original Chromecast platform. It doesn't have an interface on its own. It only takes streaming video from the internet as directed by your phone or your Stadia controller. The new Chromecast for Google TV, by comparison, has several layers. At the base is Android TV, the operating system for the new Chromecast. It's what allows the new system to have a user interface you can navigate and over 6,500 apps. On top of Android TV is the new Google TV interface, a Google-centric skin that pretties up Android TV. Finally, at the very top, there's Cast. You can still cast videos to Android TV devices, just not Stadia games. If we had to guess, and we kind of do, we'd say that there are problems for Stadia in two of those three layers. Stadia does have an Android app for phones, but apparently an Android app for TVs is a different beast. You likely expect higher frame rates, higher resolutions, and lower latency on your TV than your phone. Currently, Stadia does work on Android TV, but only in a very weird, tacked-on way. It's, quote, still a shoehorned version of the phone UI that really isn't great for non-touchscreens, as 9to5 Google aptly put it. Latency might also be the reason that Stadia can't simply be cast to the new Chromecast at launch. Since it runs on Android TV instead of the simpler OS in the Chromecast Ultra, the new Chromecast with Google TV may introduce more latency into the game stream, end quote. So by saying support is coming, Google clearly thinks that this is a solvable problem. And yet, this is not stopping folks from assuming this is the worst of Google being Google, doing what Google does best, which is losing interest or not having focus on their myriad projects. Some tweets. Here's Alex Hearn. Google is already launching new products that don't support Stadia less than a year after it launched Stadia. Support will come sometime in the first half of 2021, end quote. Jason Howell. If Google really cared about Stadia, really cared about seeing it thrive and succeed, it would be sure that it runs on their latest living room device at launch, full stop. I just don't understand, end quote. And most pessimistically, here's Ralph Barbagalo. This is usually an indicator that Google is subsetting a platform. Remember when the Pixel 4 came out and silently didn't support Daydream? Google Stadia's death is imminent, end quote.